The main theory is that the Germanic languages also trace their origins from the Yamnaya, who lived on the eastern steppes around 3300 BC, and is also an Indo-European language. Around 2700 BC they had settled, interbred or displaced other tribes in Europe, possibly with their skill of being able to ride horses. The Yamnaya languages entering into Europe at this time gave birth to early versions of Greek, Latin and the Germanic languages. During the Bronze Age, around 3300 BC, the Yamnaya language had merged with the natives into now what we call the Proto-Germanic languages. This was primarily spread by the Jastorf culture. It is the Germanic language that allowed these people to share a culture and history, as they themselves were not unified. There were three splits in the Proto-Germanic language, known as the West, East and North languages. The first Germanic language split into four, Low Saxon or Low German, with around 7 million speakers, and a further three categories, Anglo-Frisians, Low Frankians and High Germans. The Anglo-Frisian category split into two, Frisian with 500,000 speakers and Old English, which is extinct. Instead, Old English split more into English with over 400 million speakers and Scots with 1.5 million speakers. Low Francian split into Dutch with 24 million speakers and Lumburgish with 1.3 million speakers. Dutch itself split further into Afrikaans with 7.2 million speakers. The High German category consists mostly of the 100 million German speakers. However, it did split further into 0.4 million Luxembourgish speakers and 1.5 million Yiddish speakers. The North Germanic languages split into two subcategories, East Scandinavian and West Scandinavian. The West Scandinavian languages are Danish with 5.5 million speakers and Swedish with 11.1 million speakers. The East Scandinavian languages consist of Norwegian with 5.3 million followers, Icelandic with 0.3 million followers, and Faroese with only 0.7 million speakers, being the closest to extinction in the modern day. And finally we have the East Germanic languages, which consists of Gothic, which is also extinct. The third most popular Germanic language is Dutch. The second most popular Germanic language is German, and the most popular Germanic language spoke worldwide is English by a huge margin. There are approximately 515 million Germanic speakers worldwide. However, this and all of the other numbers just mentioned are only estimates. All of these numbers were also based on native speakers, so it's likely that even more people speak English and German. The Germanic language also has a very cool way of giving names. They sometimes merge two words together. For example, the common name Signy combines the words Signa, meaning victory, and I think it's pronounced Neue, meaning new. Therefore, the name Signy means victory new, or new victory. Another example of this is the name Haarjewulders, which combines the word Haarjes, meaning army, and Wulders, meaning leader. Therefore, Haarjewulders translates to army leader. This name is also a great example on how the traditional Germanic names have been modernised over time, as this name over time became Haraldur and then Haraldur, and it is still in use today with the more modern version, Harold. Be sure to check out my other channel, History Sticks, for the complete, longer and comprehensive video.